From downtown Phoenix, you're watching This Old Arcade with Ricardo. I'm Tim Kitzrow, a.k.a. Mr. Boom Shakalaka. Kaboom!
Welcome to This Old Arcade!
We're the Umbrella Corporation Arizona Hive, and you're watching This Old Arcade!
I'm Sam from Rewind by Design, and you're watching This Old Arcade.
What's up, everyone? This is Kano, Richard Divizio, a.k.a. Kano, Baraka, Cabal, and Quan Chi. Have you been to This Old Arcade? Because if you haven't, you better get over there!
Hey everybody, welcome to This Old Arcade. My name is Ricardo, and as first most, I just want to go ahead and start off saying happy holidays, and I hope everybody's having a great new year as a new decade has started, 2020, and it's very gonna be a interesting, new year and everything. So I want to start off with as people owning CRTs, and they're pretty much going out, and a lot of people, this is not for everybody, this people are just something that if in case that you want to actually for instance, if you want to have it in your home, if you want to play it on your TV and you want to actually play the games there, you can use adapters, and these adapters are these one, like for example this is for the EGA to VGA, and you're able to connect the harness into these pins, or the pins right here. You're able to connect it for to a VGA, and you can actually put it up into a VGA monitor or LCD. But now if you're actually buying the brand new ones, brand new LCDs, these guys are getting they're actually getting rid of these guys. They're just going to be standard HDMI ports. So what can you do for that? Let's say if you buy a brand new monitor and it only has a HDMI output, what can you do? So one of the things that is the same company that they come up with it for these cheap converters. You can actually find them for, I'll say, about $15-20. You can find them like on Amazon, you can find them on eBay and all that stuff. But now the newest ones that you can actually find is there's a new one that just came out, and I want to show you guys, and that is this guy right here. It's from the same same makers. They're let's see how they have everything. We'll set it up as the way they move pretty much everything around. Everything's not the same as originally it is. You can see they done some updates into it. So one of the biggest updates that they did was, you can see right here, has an HDMI output. You're able to use HDMI, or you can actually use VGA. Now the way now it's not gonna come out with your video 100%, what's it called, 1080p or whatever. No, it's gonna give you a standard video, but you're able to play them on your LCD monitors. So I'm just gonna show you guys how the way it looks and how does it work, and we'll check it out. Alright, so the board I have here is Shinobi, and I have it hooked up already with the power supply. It has an adapter into it because the System 16 is not actually a JAMA connector. It has a different type of prong connectors. So I have an adapter that will run into a JAMA. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook this up and put it on this monitor. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and put in the RGB connector into it. And then we're going to plug in our HDMI. And this little guy uses 12 volts. You can actually either connect it this way into the prong, or it comes with this little connector that you can put it right into your harness. And as you can see, we'll plug it in, turns on, you see the standard, you know, the letters, and there we go. And we have yourself Shinobi on an HDMI monitor. Now, I haven't tested out myself on the buttons and how the input lag is. If there is any input, I can even talk today. Any input lag, which I'll be doing one. I'm gonna see if I can do one in the next video, because this is just more and just showing you guys how the video looks and how easy it is to hook one up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off, and I'm gonna actually have CPS2, I think it's Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm gonna test that one out with it. So give me 1 second and we'll be right back. Alright, so here I got a CPS2 system. It's Dungeons and Dragons, and what I'm gonna do is just plug this puppy in. 1 second. So I'm doing this whole thing in one hand, so got it plugged in, and let's plug this in and see if it works. There it is, Dungeons and Dragons. Now, have you seen the screen, how it's kind of offset? You can actually go into the settings right here, or you can actually see if we can first try doing auto. If that doesn't work, you might have to do it manually. Auto is right here. You get yourself your auto. You got yourself your input connectors, so you can switch over to different inputs, and switch it back to HDMI. Just trying to find all these other ones. So the way we do this is you can actually go into settings. Now here's the thing, when you first start off, when you buy the system, it's gonna come up with Chinese letters. All you gotta do is go to number 4, go to number 1, and it'll switch you over to the English. And then from there you can actually go to the geometry, and then you can actually move the position. To the set that you want to do it. Actually move this all the way to the right, to the left, I'm sorry, and then you can actually, if I can work this thing, jeez, and then stretch it out. Unfortunately, here's the one thing it won't do, is this thing will not go, will not do the standard 4:3. The image is going to automatically switch it over all the way to the max of the screen, which will be at 16:9, and you can. I've tried doing some settings. I tried, seeing if I can switch it to 4:3, and it doesn't work. It pretty much starts giving me a bad video signal, and or it just starts messing up everything. So unfortunately, if you own you actually put in a monitor in, your image is going to be at 16:9. You're never going to get it as 4:3. It's a standard what the CRTs does, so the image is going to be stretched out, unfortunately. So but other than that, yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this video. Actually, I want to show you guys something real quick before I end this video. I want to show you guys this cool little hat that the guys from Chinoso Clothing went and sent us. Is our logo on the hat embroidered into it, and then they also sent us polo shirts that they're actually embroidered. So if you guys ever I would like to thank them a lot, and if you guys ever want to check them out on their Facebook account. They actually has a Facebook. It's youtube.com/Chinoso Clothing. I will send over a link down in the bottom. But other than that, thank you so much for watching this old arcade. I will be coming up with new videos, and as always, one of the biggest things that it's been, I have to say, one of the biggest things that I've been having, we were having problems is making new videos. Is one is our from me and Tim, we've I live in different areas, comparing to what we used to. We used to live pretty much next door to each other, and so we've been doing a back and forth kind of thing. And then another thing was when I moved up here to up north, the biggest problem that I had was an internet problem. The area did not have any high-speed internet. The internet was so horrible that it takes forever for me to do a video. So I pretty much pull back, and also work and family and everything was one of the biggest factors. But I do have a lot of videos that now that I actually have high-speed internet, I'm be able to put the videos up, especially the ones from Game On Expo and the ZapCon that I wasn't able to produce. I still have those, so we'll be able to put those real soon. So thanks so much for watching this old arcade, and as always, we'll see you next time.